Welcome to the Cover Chatcast. My name is Tracee Dunblazier. I'm the president of Cover. We are the Coalition of Visionary Resources. We are a nonprofit organization. It's a trade organization for the mind, body, spirit marketplace. And today I've got one of our members here with us. We've got Samuel Kiwasz.
Good.
He is, thank you. I worked on that last name because it's a fabulous last name. He is the creator of sacredpendants.com. He does these amazing bejeweled, these are actual crystals, stone in the back, and then yes, these pendants that are magnificent. They are energy healers. They are beacons of light. There's so many different options, and they're amazing. So we're going to be talking with Samuel today. So thank you for being here. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good. Thank you.
Good. So as you know, the Cover Chatcast, we like to focus on how you started in your business.
Oh, wow.
So if you can give that to me in a 5 minutes or less.
Sure. I'd be love to. I studied the drumvelo material. He did a Flower of Life, 6-day Flower of Life workshop. And he told the people, they did a video of it, and he told the people to make copies of that and give them out for free. And I was one of the lucky recipients of one of the copies. So I used to watch these videos for days and days and fall asleep watching them. And it was sort of in my blood. And when I got a job working for LA Unified, inner city 6th grade math science as a teacher, I was thinking, what can I do to turn these kids on to math? Give them a positive experience. So I used some of the material that I learned in the Flower of Life workshop, and I added music and video to turn them on to the right creative side of their brain. And I had them do simple designs and gradually increase the challenges of them until they did their own sacred designs or mandalas. And the kids loved it. And I also taught it as a seminar for math teachers, mostly in the left side of their brain. So this gave them a creative thing to balance that out. And it was up to 10 hours long and up to 100 teachers at a time at the California Math Conference. And I did that for 10 years.
Wow.
And after 10 years, I changed the name from Geometric Drawing, the Math Art Connection, to Sacred Geometry, the Math Art Connection. I wanted to see what would happen. And they uninvited me to the California Math Conference, and that pushed me to go public. I did that on purpose. Sometimes we do silly things to change things up. And then I said, I need something to represent this wonderful teaching. Sacred Geometry is a way to learn about the oneness of creation on many levels, how one thing evolves out of another. And it's like the creation of the universe through geometry. And so I found something I really liked. It was a Sri Yantra. And I ordered it and started wearing it around town. And people were stopping me in the street and saying, where can I get one? So my entrepreneurial mind, the light went off, and I started buying them wholesale. And a friend of mine helped me create a website. And then the people who make them in India saw my website and offered me the pendants at a very, very, very reasonable price. Now, the quality was not the highest. So I said, listen, you've got to improve the quality. And they said, okay, pay us a little more money. We went back and forth till we reached equilibrium. And we've been working together for 14 years.
Wow. That's
They're like family. They're like family. And I went to visit them 6 years ago in India. I was treated like royalty. They had a very humble home. They cleared out a room especially for me. They took me to all the nicest restaurants in Jaipur.
Wow.
And I've been doing this all this time. And it's a labor of love. And I keep on coming out with more patterns. I have over 70 patterns. Economically, from a business point of view, that's too many to keep inventory, but I still do it. because
Yeah.
I'm driven to expand the interfaith interconnection of all the
Yeah.
spiritual symbols throughout the world. And
Absolutely.
I've
And to
developed a whole
be
thing around this.
yeah, you have your product is deeply inclusive of all cultures, all faiths, all people's relationship. You don't even have to be into sacred geometry to love your jewelry and
Thank
to
you.
capture the essence of it. It's interesting that I was just talking about this the other day that, a lot of us in the mind, body, spirit industry, we don't look at our work as we don't look at it from the business standpoint. We look at it from the labor of love that it truly is. Like it is more valuable. A lot. We are constantly put in a position to go with our integrity as to what people need rather than the business sense. So how have you kept your business going this long?
Well, there have been very good times and there have been very lean times,
Yes.
and they somehow balance out. The last few years have been rough because of the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, I have a plan.
Okay.
And as a member of COVR, I get the list. It's about 900 stores,
Hmm.
members. So I want to do a marketing campaign. Uh, the new list comes out in October, right?
Yes.
So I want to take that list and send out an invitation for people to try our pendants,
Yeah.
which most people do really well because they sell themselves. And
Right.
I'm hiring someone to call as many people as possible after we do the email marketing, so they'll get it like a 1-2 punch,
Absolutely.
and I'm hoping that'll turn things around. It's been a little rough lately, even
Yeah.
though I keep on coming out with new wonderful designs like this
Yes.
10th dimensional Arcturian pendant that showed up as a crop circle. I
Uh-huh.
think it was July 22nd, 2022 at
Hmm.
Wiltshire, England in the fields. And it was
Right.
so beautiful. I looked into it and I checked with a few people and they told me it was a 10th dimensional Arcturian
Right.
design. And so I made it into a pendant.
Yes, I love it. As you can see, it was the one that I chose. This is also one that won Jewelry of the Year for the Cover Visionary Awards in
Yes.
2023, this past June. So
Yes, I got an
congratulations.
award for that. Look at that.
Yes, you did. Look at that. Yay. You won
I'm
you won the
famous.
gold award and you won.
Beautiful symbol.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's. I love this so much. Did you bring any? Do you have any of your other styles at arm's length to hold up so that
Sure.
you can see them?
By the way, I created this little poster.
Oh,
Uh,
perfect.
we won the Jewelry of the Year in 2021. And
Yes.
I also won a silver award for my sixth dimensional one on the
Yes.
right. So I've won 3 awards.
Yes.
And yeah, sure. What would you like to see? I have 70 of them.
Well, I was just thinking you don't have to get up for it, but if you had some, that's perfect. Just because I know you do a lot of work with the flower of life.
Yes.
Like you mentioned the Sri Yantra, you also make them in wood, lasered wood.
Yeah,
So
I don't make them, but I buy them from someone who makes them.
right. And then
And
tell us about the stones that you use in the back. Each one of these pendants has a stone, and I think they're
right, there's 5 different gemstones,
okay.
and the backs are either black tourmaline,
Hmm.
malachite,
Yes.
turquoise, lapis lazuli, or red coral.
Yeah.
And each of them have an energetic healing property.
Okay. Yes.
And each symbol represents a certain thought of that particular group.
Right.
Some of them have thousands of people, some of them have millions of people that are
Right.
very engaged in that symbol.
Right.
Also, when we get the pendants, they're handmade in India. When we
Hmm.
get them, my wife, who's been working with gemstones and crystals, her name is Pauline, for 40 years.
Yeah.
She energetically charges them up. We have a, uh, a crystal skull that
Hmm.
we took to the 11/11/11 conference,
Right.
at LAX, they had a big show with all the world famous crystal skulls in one place. And
Wow.
she had the genius idea of downloading all the ancient information from all of them into we have a baby Einstein crystal.
Uh-huh.
Well, she downloaded all that information. So when we get the pendants in, we put our crystal skull on top of them and a bunch of energy grids.
Nice.
And my wife, who worked with Dale Walker, who wrote the
Uh-huh.
Crystal Healing book, she does all kinds of positive. She infuses them with positive energy.
Nice.
And what happens is it results in the pendants are energetically charged, and
Right.
anybody who's sensitive can feel the energies.
Mhm.
When they walk by our booth, they really get excited. In
Yeah.
fact, I did the New Life Expo in 2012,
Uh-huh.
and the energy of I think the Hudson River in New
Uh-huh.
York, Manhattan, there was that energy plus the energy of the
Wow.
pendants. And every other person that walked by our booth was going, all day long, I was getting that.
That's
So
funny.
we're going back there, by the way, October
You are?
28th. Yeah.
What is there another
New Life
expo?
Expo
Oh, wonderful. I next year I want to start doing some New
in
York
Brooklyn.
events.
In Brooklyn.
Wow. That's going to
Yeah.
be fantastic.
So we've made a lifestyle out of this, going to shows, sharing the light, the love, the consciousness. And, we know everybody because we've been doing them so long. And
Right.
it's like family. And
It is. It
it's the
is.
way of life. I taught for 22 years for LA Unified. My last 9 years, I was an independent modified homeschooling middle school teacher. I had my own office, which I
Okay.
painted periwinkle. And I had
Nice.
spiritual pictures, and it was a beautiful place for the
Uh-huh.
parents and the kids to come. And we had kids who were turned off the learning process. And my job was to re-engage them in wanting to learn. It
Right.
was very successful. I had the best job in the district. But after 9 years of sitting on my butt, I said, I've got to have a change.
Yeah.
I said, there's people making money on the internet. I'm no dummy. I can do that.
Right.
I got my eye open for things that I could sell. And then
Right.
the thing with the pendants. And I also sell violet glass bottles and jars.
Oh, that's
The
right.
Iran violet glass that
Uh-huh.
keeps things fresher longer and also raises frequency. All the things that we carry help raise the frequency
Mhm.
of your environment. So it's
Absolutely.
not just selling anything to sell it, but
Right.
it enhances your life.
And how many shows do you do a year?
I would say we do about one every month or so,
Okay.
give or take.
Yeah, I tried that last year for the first 6 months and it kicked my arse.
Yes, it does.
It's a lot.
In fact, we're doing New York, and then we're doing Las Vegas again
Okay.
for what's that big show called?
Yeah, I know you mentioned it 5 minutes ago and I don't remember either. Um, Stairway to the Stars.
Thank you. Thank you. I thank your memory.
Yes,
I always,
yes.
when I
I
forget
thank
something,
my
I remember
memory.
something, I say, thank you, memory, for serving me.
Thank
Yeah, that's a big one. They're going all out.
Yeah,
And I'm going to be speaking there on sacred geometry and
nice,
biogeometry, which is
nice.
something I've just gotten into. It's like not only the architecture, but the light, the sound,
Mhm.
the ley lines, which direction you're sitting in when you meditate,
Okay,
the materials. It's like feng shui on steroids.
right. Okay,
And it's really adding a lot to the whole dimension of how to increase your environment, make it more
absolutely.
apropos for your greatest health and
Right.
well-being.
So if you were to give a new like somebody who is out there and who they want to start a new business, they don't know what it is. What advice, I know, right? They want to get into the mind, body, spirit marketplace. What advice do you have for somebody?
Number one, it has to be something that you have passion for,
Mhm.
because there will be lean times. There'll
Yeah.
be times that kick your butt and
Yeah.
you'll want to quit. And if you don't have passion, you will have a great difficulty in sustaining
Right.
your business.
Yes. Yeah.
Also, you can't go in with no money. You have to have some. It takes money to make money.
Yeah.
That's an old adage, and you have to. Well, at least these are just things I think. You
Mhm.
have to find your tribe, find the people that resonate with what you're doing,
Right.
and market to those people.
Mhm.
And word of mouth is the best way.
Yeah.
The best way. When I go to shows, people says, "Oh, I know you," or "Oh, my friend has your pendant." I hear that
Yeah.
all the time, and it's like you become like an entity, a
Right.
being,
Right.
something to, just you establish a credibility as you
Right.
put in more time. I've been doing this 14 years,
Right.
and just be consistent.
Mhm.
I do most of it myself as an entrepreneur, and I find it gets done very quickly. I wake
Right.
up early in the morning. I do
Yeah.
more the first 3 hours of the day than most people do in an entire day.
Yes.
I had someone work for me and I had to tell them what to do. It would take me more time to tell them what to do than for me
Yes.
to just get it done.
Yeah. I find that same thing. I was up this morning at 4 a.m. and
That's it.
had half my day done by 7.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
the old adage, have faith, believe in what you're doing, believe that it has a benefit. You
Right,
can't just pick anything. It's not going to sustain you. It's not going to help
right.
humanity. And like I tell people at my seminars, is what you're involved in, is it helpful to sustain life? Is it life-giving, life fulfilling? Does
Mhm.
it help people grow or does it detract?
Right,
Because if you're involved in detraction and just for just for money, it's not going to serve you or the planet.
right,
That's old paradigm.
right. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking this time, for us today. You are, you were one of the first people that I saw at the Conscious Life Expo.
Right?
I guess I didn't realize, but I guess I've seen you every single year that you've done your products.
Wow.
Yes, because
You were right across from me in the plaza area.
yes. Yes. So I love all of your stuff. So and just for everybody so you know, you see Samuel and his sacredpendants.com. That's where you want to go and you can buy these beauties and see all of the designs that he has. And
I even
in
have a T-shirt.
oh, I know, I love that t-shirt. That's you said, do you still sell those as well?
Yeah, of course.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again for being here with me today, and good luck in the November show in Vegas. That's the Stairway to the Stars. So if and
Remember,
it's
yes.
yeah, so if you guys are out there and you're going to be going, definitely stop by and see him. I think the show is 3 or 4 days long. It's a big
3
show.
days
So
long. Yeah.
yeah, so definitely go see him. And again, thank you for tuning in to Chatcast today for Cover. I'm Tracee Dunblazier, and we are the Coalition of Visionary Resources, the trade organization for the mind, body, spirit industry. Thank you.
Thank you for having me
Absolutely.
and all of your service.